With Urbanism Next here at the University of Oregon, what we're looking at is upcoming changes that we're seeing in technologies such as autonomous vehicles, e-commerce, and the sharing economy. How are these changes going to be affecting city form, city design, city development? And what are the secondary effects of these technologies? How will it have effects on, for instance, land use or land valuation? How will it affect things like equity? What are these changes that are going to be coming, and how do we prepare for them? Right now we're doing research on the basic framework of how we might approach these questions and gathering data and research from around the country that looks at some of these questions. And the truth is that there's not a whole lot of research on these topics out there right now. We're organizing a framework for this research, and we're developing a network around the country of people who are working on these topics. Our hope is that this group, this network that we've developed, can actually help cities figure out how to accommodate the changes that are coming. Some of the other research we're doing, we're looking at things like municipal budgets and how it is that these changes in technologies are going to be affecting municipal budgets across the spectrum, all the revenue side and the expenditure side of cities. And some of the things we're finding are not all that positive. We really do need to be prepared.
The scariest outcome is if we start to have parallel and very unequal systems of mobility available, and I think there are tremendous implications for equity there.
We are on the precipice of huge changes with this technology. It is coming whether we like it or not.
I'd say definitely one of the challenges or threats is not having enough conversations about regulations and not being forward enough to think with an equity lens in mind.
Autonomous vehicles are happening. They're coming. It's not science fiction, it's science fact.
So it's going to be maybe a bifurcation where some will really be accelerated forward in the growth and the vitality and the health and the lifestyle of a city by this change, and others will really be left kind of wondering what did they just miss, and the train will be far down the tracks.
The time to act is now.
While there's a tremendous opportunity for threats from these technologies, there's also a lot of opportunities for optimism.
I think that technology is amazing, and I love the idea that we have innovation that's impacting the way we travel.
We're in the process of experiencing a kind of a change in how we live in a city, how we use the city, how we perceive the city.
Focusing now on regulations and incentives that would encourage autonomous technologies for transit and encourage shared rides could hopefully help alleviate some of those negative outcomes.
I hope that we can sort of embrace the idea of using this technology as a tool to address so many of our sort of urban and environmental and social issues.
I mean, these are big macro global changes we're talking about, and so our ability to deal with them it'll be a good test for humanity.